So a lot of people now are concerned about homeschooling here in New York State. I know it's a big deal. I've always been supporting of homeschooling and of private schooling too, whatever way you want to educate your child. Been that way for 5 years. But since the COVID lockdowns, so many people have decided that the next step is homeschooling. It's become bigger and bigger. And I gotta tell you, I never thought I'd be one of those people to do it myself. I didn't. I thought, I live in New York City, I've got the biggest school district in the world, I'll be fine, right? No worries, everything's gonna be great. And I found that what was happening to my daughter was just too much for me. And I decided to take her and homeschool her. So I understand exactly what so many homeschool parents are going through. I do get it. The problem here is you're worried and you're saying, you know what? Kathy Hochul has been anti, and Democrats in general have been anti-homeschooling. You're right. It's not because they care or don't care about the kids. It's because of the money, right? The more money going to a district, the more kids going to a district, the more kids in classrooms. This is all about cash flow. That's what it's all about. So you might say, well, wait a minute, Larry. We should then not vote for Kathy Hochul and instead vote for the Republican. That could make sense. But there's two problems here. Number one, I would ask you, what is the Republican's plan? There is none. He just says charter schools. He says school choice. What does that mean for homeschoolers? It means nothing. He's not changing the funding which will allow them to walk away from us. That's not what he's doing. So voting for him is not going to be helpful. And as you know, in his 3-1 Democrat-Republican state, he can't win anyway. So what's your answer? Your answer is to vote for somebody who supports homeschooling, who talks about homeschooling, who understands homeschooling, and can put together ideas and processes to support this system. Number one, right now you might be saying to yourself, okay, wait, Larry, let's leave it alone. It has been that bad recently. You're correct. But you know what's going to change? 400,000 New York State kids who aren't going to be in school all of a sudden. What does that mean? That means all of a sudden now that money is going away. So now Kathy Hochul and her crew are going to come down on us and start looking, where are they? Get them back in school, punish them because the money is there. No one's going to stop them unless someone says, no, we can't do that. We defend ourselves against it. So you old school guys who've been doing it for a long time, who are thinking, wait, yeah, it's old, don't worry about it. Just keep your mouth shut. Those days are over. I wish it wasn't true. The COVID lockdowns have made many more people join our ranks. And when that happens, now there's money involved and they're going to start cracking down. You're going to see it. How do we stop it? By changing how this school is funded. By supporting homeschoolers in general. The only person doing that right now is me. If you write my name in, if you support me here in November, you will have someone, a fighter, who's going to be here saying, no, don't crack down on us. We can stop it. Change how schooling is funded. Change the whole idea of how our kids are educated. The only candidate right now that supports homeschooling is the one you're talking to right now. You've got to support Larry Sharpe in November. Write in Larry Sharpe.